More than the money, I hate those goddamn machines. They're just too full of themselves. They need to learn a lesson.
It's the future, and everything sucks. An evil robotic army is on the move, decimating everyone and everything in their path. A brave few remnants hold out with everything they have, but are no match for the sheer might of the attacking forces. To make matters worse, the fearless Princess Saki has been captured and is to be offered as a blood sacrifice to the Dark Overlord during tomorrow's eclipse. Akagi, toughest warrior of the Suwabe clan, devises a cunning plan. With a handful of his finest soldiers, including the vengeful Hiromaru, they aim to infiltrate the mechanized stronghold, rescue the princess, and escape while the clan fires their untested ultimate weapon at the enemy base. What is likely to be a suicide mission is interrupted by a very unlikely ally. Shiranui, the cyber ninja, has brazenly defied his masters and now wages war against the Dark Overlord's army after discovering the scope of their evil schemes following a strange emergence of thoughts and feelings that he doesn't quite understand. Forging a fragile alliance with Akagi and his men, Shiranui leads the charge on their perilous assault. Raime, evil bishop of the Dark Overlord, is aware of Shiranui's betrayal and dispatches his most fearsome enforcer, Shogi, to dispose of the traitorous ninja without mercy. As the eclipse begins, all of these men, machines, and monsters will violently clash. Amid a storm of blazing steel and darkest magic, the fate of the world delicately hangs in the balance. Sounds kind of like a video game, doesn't it? That would make sense, as this whole thing was produced and bankrolled by Namco, the house that Pac-Man built. There was even an arcade game, Mirai Ninja, released to coincide with this movie. Not sure entirely which one came first. We'll just chalk it up to a chicken and egg scenario. Cyber Ninja was directed by Keita Amemiya, the one man who's tried harder than anyone to make live-action movies look like anime. Between this, Zerum, and the awesome mechanical violator Hakaider, he mostly succeeds. Part of the charm of these things is seeing grown adults rocking ridiculous costumes and masks, but having the tone treated all with 100% sincerity. The fight scenes are completely acceptable when it comes to choreography, but what makes them amazing are the never-ending over-the-top special effects. Anytime someone brandishes a sword, in particular the legendary Spirit Sword, your eyes are treated to an overload of flashing lights and flourishes of animation. It's considerably more violent than a standard Power Rangers episode as well, with some blood, gore, and even a few decapitations. They accomplished a lot with what is pretty obviously a tiny budget. All of this wouldn't mean much if the story and characters didn't work, but here, everyone does their part. While the cast mostly fills out typical roles like hot-headed fighters or stoic leaders, there is an 11th hour twist that I was kind of surprised by, which makes the third act all the more interesting for it. While Cyber Ninja was released in its native Japan in 1988, those of us across the Pacific wouldn't be able to bask in its glory until 1995. Personally, I didn't even get to witness its awesomeness until 2005, when I found a dust-covered copy at a Dying Suncoast video for $2. Needless to say, this tape has taken numerous trips through the VCR, and it's as fun now as it was the first time I fired it up. The runtime is also fairly short, at barely over an hour in total, but honestly, I'm okay with that. For a movie about a good robot using a magical sword to slash his way through a horde of evil robots, you kinda want to get to the good stuff as quickly as possible. With miniature fortresses blasting the hell out of each other, thousands of lasers flying in every direction, and tons of stuntmen literally being launched through the air by explosions, there's a ton of action and excitement to be had. To date, there's only been one DVD release of this movie in the States, and it's a no-frills VHS rip. I would kill to have Cyber Ninja remastered on Blu-ray, with some interviews or making-of featurettes. Keita Amemiya is still turning out artwork online to this day, so it's not unreasonable to think it could be done. As it stands, if you're looking for a straight shot of sugar-laced adrenaline, you really can't do much better than this. It delivers on everything it promises, and believe it or not, kind of leaves you wanting more by the end.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?